Denver, Colorado, how are you doing today? Okay, that's good for me. But I want you to give yourself a round of applause because you are the change makers today. Give yourself a round of applause because you didn't come here because you're bored. Give yourself a round of applause because this is what you know needs to happen. We're not even gonna start on the runway. We're getting ready to take off. Do you mind? Okay, listen, I am very excited to be here today. I'm excited because I'm a woman who believes in destiny. I believe that creational purpose is meant for everybody sitting in this room. And 120 years is beyond a journey. You're about to go into another phase called your second wind. And Crit is going to, I like that nickname, Crit is going to create the blueprint, national and international, of what needs to happen regarding teen and single mothers. Because whether we like it or not, this population is not supposed to win. This is not a population that society has high hopes for. Because there's 12 million single parents in this country, 12 million. And of the 12 million, 80% of them are mothers. And of the 80%, 40% of them are living below poverty. They're not supposed to win. But see, here in Denver, Colorado, a beacon of hope called Crit, they think otherwise. They're surrounded by low-income poverty housing. But there's something about their shine. See, purple is not by happen chance. Purple is the color of Crit, and purple represents royalty. I don't know if you understand what that really means for the population and the students that are coming through those doors. But many of them have shame attached to their name. They have shame attached to a private decision, and now they have to publicly declare what that private decision was by raising a baby. As far as I know, no one got pregnant by themselves. They just so happen to be the ones to carry the load. And so I just truly believe that if you can birth a baby, baby, you can birth your dreams. I truly believe that. And the reason why I believe that is because no matter how old you are, women, we are carriers by nature. And so if you're 14, 15, 16, 17, and you have the audacity to go through a 9-month process of carrying life on the inside of you, where that life has to develop over time to get to the full maturation, to come to the place where now you have to bear down and push through the pain just to produce something that was growing on the inside of you. Why can't you birth your purpose? Why can't you birth your dream? Why can't you become the attorney that you know you can be? Why can't you go to college just because your mama never went to college? Why can't you do these things just because no one in your family has ever done it? You just carried life for 9 months, and now you're physically carrying the baby, and now that child is looking to you to create a positive blueprint of success. So now the charge is really heavy. What you have to understand is that this is not just a luncheon. This is a movement. And if you don't understand that, I'm not sure what it's going to take. Because we're not in the business of judging people for private decisions. We win and lose by decisions that we make in life. But our business is to add value to the world. And you be the puzzle piece, the missing puzzle piece, so we can create a bigger picture and a better picture so we can all see. The young ladies that are coming to Crit. See, Crit to me, and I was blessed to... Here's the thing. We both only have high school diplomas. And you don't really have a lot of bargaining power in life with the limited basic education. But for 4 years we were married, working in factories and temp agencies and bouncing to and fro and living in basements and all this and that. And you know, we wasn't emotionally developed because we were young. And so I got pregnant the second year of my marriage and had our second son. And so because we were not emotionally developed, we wasn't mature enough to understand what marriage is and building a family, after 4 years, the marriage ended. And when it ended, I ended, and my 2 sons were sleeping on the floor. Here I am, no job, on the floor. I'm at the bottom, and the only thing that's beneath the bottom is the grave, and I refuse to let my dream be buried in a graveyard. So I made a decision in that moment at 24. I looked at my brown boys. I looked at those faces. They were 4 and 1. We're going to get this. And the only way we're going to do it is if your mama decides to make a decision and go back to school. Take away all excuses. It matters not if my mama never did it, if my daddy never did it. I'm going to do it, because if I do it, I know that you're going to do it. And that's what had to happen at that time. It's called a decision. So long story short, I decided at 24, and it's very tough when you've been detached from formal education to go back into a classroom. You know, but I decided that that's what was necessary, because it's going to cost you something. It costs you to be broke. It costs you to live in poverty, standing in long lines and waiting for vouchers. And I figured, if it's going to cost me something, let the outcome be proven in my favor with that degree on my name, so I can move my sons and I out of poverty. So long story short, as I'm going back to school, I started at a local community college. Actually, the same community college that hired me to be their dean. But I started there. And when I started there, I'm sitting in a classroom, and I got a job working part-time at a fitness center, because I ran track all my life. So I'm working at a fitness center, making $7.50 an hour, $500 a month, $6,000 a year for 3 years with no promotion. I didn't complain. I treated that gym like it was my own. I wiped down the equipment because I knew that I was sowing a seed into my future, but my harvest wasn't going to be there. And so because I continued to pursue and move forward, I even went into the public aid office, and I told the caseworker, I don't want your free money. My kids just need a medical card, and I'm in school right now, and one day I'm going to be successful. She said, I never had anyone deny the free money. What are you going to go to school for? I said, I don't know, but I'm going to be successful. So long story short, it's your mind, it's the mentality that we're dealing with. It's like a home. See, Flow Crit is charged to deconstruct old thoughts. You're tearing down old walls of I can't. You're taking a hammer, you're knocking out walls and say, I'm not going to do it. And that's what they're charged to do with the moms. They're deconstructing old mentalities to rebuild up the value that we know they are. So here I am, $7.50 an hour, 3 years, etc. And I'm going to school at night. So I would work from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I took on a second job as a track coach for a school, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Then I'm in class at night, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I kiss my babies on the forehead when I go home. But I wanted to give up. It was many nights that I cried because I didn't even know I didn't know how to do a statistics problem. But I knew I needed to pass the class to go to the next level. And I'm thinking, I'm not even going to use this. But I needed to get through it. And so my point is this, it's the resilience that begins to build up. When my ex-husband, when we divorced, you know, he went on his way. But what he didn't tell me in the divorce, and after we divorced for 2 years, was that he made a decision. And out of that decision, it landed him 25 years in prison. He's doing time today. And he's in Iowa in federal prison. So that gave me that much more courage and motivation. Society is looking at this brown woman to raise these 2 brown boys to have integrity, operate with great character. And so I have to be the blueprint, because they won't see their daddy again. And now they're 20 and they're 17, and they haven't seen their daddy since they was 4 and 1. But I don't cry about that, because I can only handle me. And if I'm the primary parent in your life, this is the blueprint that you're going to see. This is the kind of love that you're going to experience. And these are the expectations that I have, because my sons, they understand that no one rises to low expectations. And there's no low expectations in my house. If you born from me, baby, you're going to be great. That's what I got to say. short, long story short,